All right, everyone, it's time to start the podcast.
Wait, who the fuck are you?
You don't know me? I am friend Ichi.
You're not as sheet as a zeal.
Ishida's Azil is dead. I stabbed him. Sent him on a vacation.
Oh, okay.
I am friend Ichi. I am SuperIchi. I am better Ichi.
And I hear you brought friends in the background. Is that true?
I can do nothing about them. They are beings of chaos.
Oh, well, guess
They are beings of chaos who should be quiet because we're recording. Thank you!
Wow, that worked. I like this SuperIchi. You know what? Let's put him in the roll call. Cue the roll call.
We are live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Zi-O! Bluecaster! SuperIchi!
Loud and impulsive. Pinkcaster. Lane.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster. Hollow.
One little spark of courage. Dreamcaster. Global Self Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger. I am friend Ichi.
Yeah, so welcome everybody. We've replaced Ichi with a robot.
243. What's that Pokemon?
Well, Blaze isn't here, so how the fuck can we know?
Okay.
Yeah, where's Blazy-kun?
He's off misspelling names.
Senpai can't be without Blazy-kun.
Pokemon 243. Oh, it's Raikou.
Cool.
We're now in the legendaries.
Legendary beast, because when we were kids, we all called them the legendary dogs, even though
Look,
Raikou is clearly a fucking tiger.
It's my favorite, the Herc of Tim. Because the letters are cut off.
Oh my god. But Tim has come.
I just remember when IGN released like an April Fool's trailer for a Legend of Zelda fucking live action movie, and I actually believed it was real for a bit.
What you think? Like
that is way bigger than Raikou's actual mouth.
No, what your cat thinks he looks like. What he actually looks like.
I'm pretty sure Raikou's actually never been in a Pokemon movie.
Yes, he has.
Oh, he has?
Yes, Zoroark in the Masters of Illusion.
Oh, okay.
It was a shiny Raikou as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, so there's more than one Raikou?
No, it was an illusion.
In the anime, it's canon. There are multiple legendaries.
There are multiple legendaries. It's just in the game, you're only allowed to get one. Unless
everybody gets one.
Unless
even
you're
the
that guy.
Pokédex says stuff like there's one Entei for everything.
The Pokédex is full of bullshit written by fucking horror novel authors.
It also compares the size of various things to African elephants for some reason.
They say that Aaron weighs fucking over 100 pounds, but Ash has no problem holding him up in one shot.
Ash is just really, really buff. Didn't you see that thing where you threw a log? Like, that's...
Oh yeah, and the Pokemon Chronicles first 3 episodes, which apparently that was a Raikou OVA.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Anyways, welcome to Castranger. This is episode Raikou, episode 243, and this week we are discussing episodes 33 of Zi-O, 7 of Ryusoulger, and we are discussing all 3 episodes of the Rider Time Shinobi special.
Which I didn't watch because I was too busy cooking.
You're cooking fucking burgers and mac and cheese, apparently.
Yeah.
And not sharing any with the class.
You guys ordered your own food.
If I knew you were making those, I would have gotten in on it.
You saw me cleaning
I didn't see what you were cooking. I just saw that you were cooking.
Can you smell what the gar is cooking?
Anyways.
Can you smell what the gar is cooking tonight?
Anyways, for those who might be listening for the first time, thank you for tuning in. As you can tell, we are a gaggle of Ontarian tokusatsu enthusiasts who assemble every week to discuss Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third topic of varying relevance.
All you new listeners, run.
Get out now!
Before you, it's too late.
I'm starting to notice, throughout May, it's nothing but Kamen Rider feature topics.
Good. That's what we mainly talk about, Gar.
I'm gonna jump off a plane soon.
Excuse me, I think you're gonna be there for next week's topic, which we won't say yet.
Oh, yeah.
Although if you know what we're talking about this week, what next week's topic is should be obvious. Anyways.
we're talking about Ninja Turtles this week.
Yeah.
Are we?
Close enough.
Pretty close. close,
What
actually.
do you mean close enough?
Well, I already said we're talking Rider Time Shinobi.
It's more
Oh,
like,
you mean
it's more-
Toku Shredder.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more like Naruto.
But he's purple and yellow. He's Shredder. He's Toku Shredder.
Shredder already looks like a token.
Technically, the purple one and the one with the claws were two different characters.
Oh. Anyways, let's Rider Time this shit.
Rider time.
It's a weird contrast between that slightly ashamed-looking Ash and the Kamen Rider Zi-O.
Yeah, we're talking about Zi-O.
So, I'm sure we all were equally surprised when the episode of Zi-O opened with Tekken?
Tekken 7, to be specific. Yeah, well, Bandai works
Are
with
they not allowed
Toei.
to play Tekken? Like,
No,
No, they are.
it's funny because Tekken is made by Bandai Namco and Bandai works with Toei,
That's
so
We haven't seen this since Exade.
Hang on. Didn't Riku and
fucking
play Tekken 7?
yeah, they played Tekken 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Ultraman G did it first.
Yeah, Ultimate G did it first.
Well, when was G?
2017.
Well, so was Exade. Exade did it also.
Yes, and then Shinkenger, the first time.
Oh yeah, Shinkenger did it
First time we
first.
see Chiaki, he's playing fucking Tekken 5.
So yeah,
I
Shinkenger did it
guess they
first.
just-
Fuck you.
I guess they just have the ability to use Tekken, so they do.
It's like our go-to video games exist
No,
in this world.
Tekken's like the most popular fighting game in fucking
Reminds me
Japan.
how in the Stitch anime they used that RPG that Disney worked on. I forget what it was
Toontown?
called. No, like it was like
Epic Mickey?
This no, it's like this actual like anime style. It's like with anime style RPG that they worked on that I forget the name of. I will remember at some point. I apologize.
Okay. So we get introduced to apparently one of quote-unquote Hibiki's ex-pupils, Tsutomu, who by coincidence happens to be one of Sogo's former classmates.
Okay, that's actually
It's
pretty.
just how it is. It's just gonna
Sonic
be-
Little!
That's Pikachu's,
No!
That's Pikachu's face on Sonic.
Talking about Project Needle Mouse.
Which means, that
Ah, yay!
Kill it.
No, that's him. That's
Kill it all!
that's Detective Pikachu after like 100 cups of coffee.
I can see effort values!
Oh, I can't see anything. I'm right here, Bronco. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Hibiki episode, which I was so hyped, and then I found out Hibiki's not in it, so I didn't give zero shits and did not watch.
So you didn't give zero shits, so you gave some shits.
Yeah, I
That's
had,
right, I'm gonna be that asshole.
Yeah, I had some shits because I actually love Kamen Rider Hibiki as a series.
I mean, Hibiki was pretty dope.
Very underrated.
I know
Yeah.
you recommended it to me before.
Anyone- Anyone who
Watch
has
it.
not seen it, go watch it.
Watch it for Sabaki.
I still have more quests.
You're such an asshole.
Actually, all you
What?
need to do is just watch the movie because the movie's a prequel, and you watch it for Kamen Rider Kabuki. He's the best
No.
fucking part.
No, wait.
AKA Kamen Rider, someone already tried to stab me.
No,
Why
go
did
watch.
someone try to stab me?
His helmet looks like someone tried to stab him with a very pointy rock.
Watch it for Kamen Rider Danki, Iki.
And what other Oni only appear in less than one episode?
Kirameki, Habataki.
Those are all movie ones.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact,
That's the
Kamen Rider
joke.
Danki's actor was actually Hibiki's suit actor.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's why he was only in one episode.
Yeah, because at the time.
And there were plans for them.
Yeah, and there were over 100 other Oni that were apparently written but never actually shown.
What was Hibiki's actual name?
Hideaki something? Yeah, the thing about Hibiki is they all had actual human names that were like very similar to their Oni name, but they give up their human names when they become Oni.
Yeah, because it's weird, because like on the Kamen Rider wiki, it gives his actual name. But I swear, when I watched the entire show, they never said his
No, I
actual
know,
No,
because
'cause
they
he-
gave up their names.
Yeah, they gave up
it's
their names, so
probably
that's why he's
some kind of
Hibiki.
supplementary
The only
material,
the
so-
only one I remember offhand, because it's the most badass fucking name I've ever heard in my life, is Zanki's original name, which was Zaomaru Zaitsuhara. Isn't that just the most badass name of all fucking time?
That's pretty cool.
That is a pretty great name.
So
And like Todoroki's is like Toriyama or something.
yeah. So a fun little fact about Kamen Rider Hibiki. So Toei initially planned for Blade to be the end of the Heisei Kamen Rider series. In which they thought, okay, 5 seasons.
How can we top this?
No, 5 seasons is good enough. Let's redo something else Ishimori did.
Blade was the 4th, I think. Wait, Kuga, Agito, Ryuki 5. Okay, yeah, that's 5. I was thinking because it aired in 2004.
Oh, okay.
That's why I thought that.
So, but then it's like Hibiki was immediately rushed into production, which even...
It wasn't even supposed to be Rider at first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to be
It's a
Rider.
ninja show.
First. But Bandai of Japan's being like,
Gimme!
where's my Rider show?
We're making one, yeah.
Here.
So they
what the fuck is this?
So they pulled
this. A Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider Hibiki.
Okay, does he have a belt?
Yes.
He uses a tuning fork.
So they pulled a Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah.
Basically.
So basically, the show has
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Hibiki as a show definitely doesn't feel like a rider show because it initially wasn't meant to be a rider show. But
it kind of gives it this weird thing where it's like a breath of fresh air. If you've watched a lot of rider shows, it's very different.
Yeah, which I really loved it for its lore.
I kind of wish they'd gone more ham with the musical aspect of it.
Why did Den-O get more spin-offs where Hibiki had so much lore? You could do more movies with that.
Right? And there's over 100 Oni. They could fucking make stories for days.
Do well because fucking people were like, that's not Kamen Rider.
That's not my rider.
Oh, yeah. That and toy sales were not the greatest. To the point.
I mean, it's
not
not like
toys weren't really that great.
They didn't really have much to make toys of because it wasn't initially going to be Rider.
It led to the point where half the series had to be scrapped, which everybody should know about this now. The second half of Hibiki was totally rewritten, and that's where we get Kyoki, who is the main character in this.
All right, let's talk about my biggest problem in this. They do not name Kyoki his transformed form. They just say that he's a nameless Oni. And I get that the name Kyoki was only coined during the Hibiki stage shows, but I don't know why that apparently precludes it from being counted as the name of the form.
Maybe
he had to earn the title.
But if the stage show is where they named him, then that would be part of the canon, so this would have been after that.
Okay.
Well, maybe... I don't know, how long was Todoroki freaking just known as the other guy?
I mean, it wasn't very long until he came up with the name Todoroki, because the idea was he was supposed to be the new Zanki, but he was like, nope, I'm going to start my own legend. I will be Todoroki.
A quick question about Kyoki in this episode, since I didn't really get to watch it.
Uh-huh.
Is he running around in the forest fighting Makamo?
No, there's no Makamo. There's just another Hibiki.
It's spring, though! There should be Makamo everywhere! This is fucking bullshit. Is there at least disc animals?
No.
I haven't seen any Makamo. I guess I'm not in Japan.
I know, I miss...
We don't have time to show off everything
I miss hearing the fucking gorilla go,
Fucking disc animal.
Right?
Come on, you did those gimmick things with like the can droids and like the other things early on, Zi-O. Why no disc animals?
I don't know.
Well, they had that metal hawk.
Yeah, but that was
the Taka Watch Droid.
Yeah, the can droid.
I feel like they should have at least reused that during this episode as like we remember.
Yeah, we remember disc animals. We just didn't find their CGI models. Either that or they were in 360.
Well, we still have one more episode of the Hibiki arc. So.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, so Tsutomu becomes another Hibiki, and I'm kind of disappointed it's not the Gyuki suit from Decade, but I'll live with it because the design is not bad.
Oh, I like
the fucking teeth on it. Jesus Christ.
So there's something about Sogo in this episode?
Yeah, so Tsutomu, who becomes another Hibiki, turns out to be one of Sogo's former classmates, where Sogo said he wanted to be king, Tsutomu said he wanted to be an Oni.
And they would, encourage each other's dreams and stuff?
Even though Sogo apparently thought it was just as stupid for him to be an Oni as everyone else thought it was stupid for him to be a king.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah.
But honestly, the best part of this entire fucking episode was Waz. Waz was goddamn adorable.
I really wanted to make Sogo's birthday great.
Yeah, so it's Sogo's birthday on the April 28th, and Waz is like, I have to plan the most amazing birthday party ever for Wagamao. I have to celebrate it just right.
And like, yeah, so we get a nice 5 Wagamaos, so now we're up to fucking 73 Wagamaos.
You were sad. You were like, we hit 69, and you were like, yeah, 69
And then he said
Wagamos.
it again,
And then
I
he
was
said it, and you were like, oh, you ruined it.
Fuck! I just wanted to say it's 69 Wagamaos. That wasn't gonna happen.
So we only have Kyoki, or Kyosuke,
And Todoroki.
And Todoroki.
and No Ibuki?
Nope.
Nope. He
No.
died, remember, in Ryusoulger?
That's why I expected him to be around.
No,
That doesn't count.
wait, what about his apprentice? We could have gotten her back.
Oh, Akira?
Yeah.
No.
Or
Mm.
Ami.
No.
Amaki.
Yeah, Maki.
No. None of those matter.
What about Hibiki?
He's busy.
What about the
Training. He's busy
Oh,
training.
right, no, never mind. No, I'm gonna shut up before I mention about
So-
the sisters.
So yes, Kyosuke Kiryu is here to stand in for actual Hibiki. He does the you pose.
Yeah,
And like,
'cause
you don't deserve that.
No, because he's trying to be exactly like Hibiki, and it's funny because later,
he's failing at it because
No.
he's too busy being
No.
like himself.
Oh, Waz featuring Zolda.
Nice.
That's cool. That's actually looks really nice.
Yeah.
But no, and then the best part is like they're like, oh, is that Hibiki? And Todoroki's like, no.
Wait, so does Waz know about Kamen Rider Hibiki? Because he knows about
Yes, but he's also busy off screen preparing for the birthday party, so he's not here to contribute.
And then-
Way too
Really?
busy.
I feel like Waz was a big missed opportunity, being like, so what are you here for? I'm here to help you about the other riders.
Oh, just be like Guy from Gokaiger?
Yeah, and
I mean, he's kind of done that.
yeah, because
At some episodes, he's been like, here's the info on this Kamen Rider for you.
I noticed in Blade and Agito he was doing that a bit,
Yeah.
but really, this episode is where they're gonna be like, bye.
I mean, what... Yeah, I mean, Kyosuke and Todoroki are here to explain whatever needs to be explained.
So then we get an amazing scene where just Todoroki's like, because they were trying to fight another Hibiki and like they didn't like they lost to him or something, or he
By
ran
the
off.
way, we can officially say that Zi-O2 has apparently lost his ability to break the whole restriction on needing
And it's not
the
just
power.
that. Something that I noticed that I wrote down because I thought maybe I was just seeing or hearing things wrong.
Mm.
But since when did Gates Revive not hurt him now?
Yeah, he's been using it without any penalty or bleeding since the last few episodes.
It's because of his friendship with Sogo that he's stronger
I
than ever.
swear to God, if they say that's the result, that's actually the reason, I'm gonna get real angry.
Because I thought at first that like I must have missed something, right?
Well, maybe.
But
he's
no,
just
yeah,
immune to the pain.
A couple episodes, he was bleeding from using Revive, and now it hasn't been a thing the last few episodes, and that's just another plot point that the show is
And I
dropping into the sands of time with the rest of its
just
own
thought
bullshit.
that I missed something, but apparently no.
And joining Gates Revive being a detriment to his health in the sea of dead plot lines is the fact that Zi-O2 supposedly previously had the ability to defeat another riders permanently without needing the actual power of the corresponding rider, because he does a finisher on another Hibiki, but the fucking ride watch doesn't shatter. So unless there's some special bullshit associated with Hibiki, which for fucking who knows there might be, that's another plot point in this power set that's been completely discarded.
But yeah, and then like it's weird, like Zi-O goes like X8 armor.
Like, why?
And like he like it's actually interesting. Like they're about to fight, and then like Sogo's about to go base form. Gets like, wait, why? And he's like, because we can't defeat him right now, so let's just watch what he fucking does.
And you know what? That I actually have to give a lot of respect to, because whenever they go base form, it's always like, well, why? Why don't you just go your strongest form?
Mhm.
But they actually made the specific mention of, we can't defeat it, so I'll go base form and we'll just fight and observe and see
Mhm.
what he fights like. So we can learn how he fights, that way when we come back with the right power set, we know what to do. And I actually have to give the show props for that.
Just gets clocked in the face. Was he okay?
Oh yeah, and then there's the funny part where like Gates was like doing like push-ups or whatever like that, and Waz isn't paying attention. He just trips on him, and Gates is like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
Right.
And then they're fighting. But yeah, so later on, like Todoroki's just like, "You guys fucking suck. I need to train you like Onis." And
No,
then,
Kyosuke says that.
Oh yeah. So then like
No, the way it works is, I don't have the Hibiki ride watch, if I get it, I'll give it to you, but only if you pass my training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna.
You must be swift as the coursing river.
So we're
Oh my
gonna do
God.
what Hibiki did. We're gonna lift giant things and hop every step up a mountain. Are we gonna go swimming? Are we gonna do extreme swimming?
Taiko jump.
No, Taiko Drum.
Taiko Drum Master!
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, to be fair, they did do that too.
Yeah, but I get that, but come on, Oni are parkour guys.
Parkour.
They go out in the woods and they train for years.
Yep.
They're like
Well,
professional.
this is more like Oni's summer camp.
Yeah. This is like
Wait, how do you do parkour in the woods?
Trees?
like they're jumping
Oh.
like Oni like jump around and like they climb mountains and such, and like it's so cool.
So I'm told.
Yeah, so I'm told.
Yeah, like that one shot from the Hibiki opening I always liked was just seeing Hibiki just like fucking like dashing through the woods. I always like that. But yeah, so then we just see Waz. He's just like getting so fucking into it.
Because he notices taiko drums are a way to celebrate, so he just goes absolutely fucking ham on them, even going so far as to kick everyone else off the drums and just commandeer them all for himself.
And then like
Eli!
so then Sogo and Gates are like, oh, we got the other riders like around, like let's go. And then Sogo's just like, yeah, try to see if you can get Waz to come join us. And then Soup the whole rest of the episode is just like, Waz, stop fucking doing this. And he's like, no,
Why are you like this?
I have to fucking impress my Wagamo. It's like, you're not celebrating him by doing this. And he's like,
You're bad at celebrating, and that just shatters him.
and Soup ruins Waz's fucking confidence.
I love how they have that the like quirky the ding dong effect, but then they have it actually be like really slowed down, so it's just like
Yeah.
he goes back.
But just like Soup breaks Waz, and now I'm angry at her. She was just starting to attempt to have some relevance, and then she goes and does this shit.
Soup
Again.
breaks was is such a weird sentence.
Right?
Again, it's hard because it's hard to get a lot of people back for anniversary such because it's been years. How long did Hibiki come out? Like 2000?
2005, so
2005.
14 years.
Yeah, it's been 14 years since Hibiki, and like there were only like 3 main riders in the show. But they could
Arguably 4.
Yeah, arguably 4. Like Hibiki, Zanki, Ibuki, and Todoroki were the main 4.
Yeah.
This could have been a perfect time for Todoroki to be like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." And like, since like their characters were hardly seen, we should see like another Hibiki, and it's like, look, there's Todoroki. Who are those guys though? And you see like Danki, Iki.
You really have a boner
like
for all the non-important
Sabaki.
Oni.
Yes, because it could be awesome. Be like, all right, guys, we can take them. Let's do it. How cool would that be? It'd be amazing because it wouldn't matter, but it would be cool.
I want it!
I want it.
Also, Blaze is pissed at you for stealing his Pokemon, even though he wasn't here for it.
Oh, yay, Blazicoon! Why is your name Blazicoon?
Because I put it back to normal.
No! His name permanently is Blazicoon. Do not fucking take this away from me. I am Blaze's senpai, and he is my Blazicoon, and he will remain that way as long as I see fit.
As long as you fit.
Okay, well, they'll talk to David. No. My poor Blazicoon. It'll be okay.
But yeah, speaking of Todoroki, we got to see him do an awesome henshin with his fucking wrist-mounted guitar
Yeah, but I
strings.
call bullshit because he got de-henching later and he wasn't naked. So remember when they transform, that is their true body.
And you know what? I'm completely... Yeah, that was the thing.
Bullshit!
Well, remember, they retconned that in the second half of Hibiki.
Did they really?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so in the second half of Hibiki, when they were...
We have upgraded all your powers so you don't have to keep buying new clothes.
We just will it.
So like the thing in Hibiki in the first half is that...
The idea is that their Oni suits were their true forms.
So like the clothes that they were wearing would like rip off.
And you could see it in sometimes.
Yeah, so like whenever they would have to change back into normal clothes, you would see like Hibiki, like full Oni suit, still with his head on, go into a tent and then come out fully clothed.
Yeah.
Because like, oh yeah, my second set of clothes are in there.
Or like Todoroki had like a funny moment where like he beat a Makamo for the first time. And he's like, yeah, I did it. And Zanki's just like, He's like, oh shit, he's fucking naked.
And speaking of,
where's my Sabaki?
No, fuck Sabaki.
Speaking of awesome shit that he only would do after battles, one of Todoroki's most noted traits is that after a battle, he would just jam the fuck out on his guitar with the fucking song we've all just been drilled in our brain.
And then he gets interrupted by Soup.
The opening of the Doctor Who theme.
But what's cool about him in this episode is, and I don't think he ever did this during the show, but he played that song while he was attacking, and I think that's a really good way to symbolize him having grown his powers in all this time.
Well, because the whole fucking show he was trying to be like Zanki.
No, he was trying to make his own legend.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's why he was jamming out on his guitar, even though they were like, you shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't be doing that. You're supposed to be Zanki.
But no, like, in the show, whenever he would do, oh, Kick-san, goddamn Kick-shin, it would just be like, dun 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 dun. And then he would play the song afterwards, but when he fought another Hibiki in this episode, he was playing the song during the attack, and I think that symbolizes, like, growth a lot. Really, really well.
For sure. And fucking, what's his face? Fucking Yuto's actor.
Sorry?
Like whatever his character's name was in Hibiki. Yuto's actor's character in...
Kyosuke.
Thank you. Still an asshole.
Yeah, no,
Still
absolutely.
stuck up fucking asshole. And you know what? I'll give them props for fucking keeping him like that. Gar, stop it! We're not getting any of these fucking riders! Dead. All of them are dead. All the ones that showed up in the show fucking got killed by... like the main Makamo dudes.
They're eaten by the giant crab.
Yeah.
Never.
One thing I will say that I hope we get in the next episode is a new version of the fucking musical number from Decade.
No, nothing can top that.
Oh, Final Attack Ride.
Yeah,
Right?
Final Attack
I want a new one of those.
No, we won't get that.
Final Time Hibiki, they'll call it, or something.
Yes.
Where's my armored
But it was hilarious, and like Waz even like makes a fucking cake for Sogo, and he's just like, and he's like in a room, being like, Ewa! He's like, no,
Happy birthday!
I can't get.
Just cue Kogami.
He's like, and he's just so sad, like he can't fucking get this, and then just Soup fucking breaks him, just being like, yeah, you're not good at like rejoicing. I don't even think you know what that
Soup,
means.
go back to your can.
Go back to Campbell's.
Go back to Campbell's. You're fired. Oh no, headhunters.
Cavity creeps. Mind wiper.
There it is.
Yeah.
Where's my... I don't even remember the movie exclusive riders. But they're all
Toki,
Habataki, Kirameki, Nishiki, and Kabuki.
Yeah.
And then...
I actually forgot Kabuki because I hate him that much.
You know what? They're all in the past. So
Even
past.
Hibiki's ancestor, who was Hibiki in the movie, was still a fucking badass motherfucker.
But yeah, about another Hibiki, like, not only is his teeth terrifying, but for his weapons, instead of the Ongeki bow, he's got, like, straight up kanabo, like, spiked metal clubs.
Oh, shit.
And when he does, like, his, like, attack with them, they extend and light on fire, and he just, like, spins with them, and it's fucking badass.
Also, I like that he has the word Hibiki, it's, like, for vertically instead of horizontal.
Just like the logo.
Yeah, because Hibiki's logo is... that way.
But anyways, yeah, so we find out that freaking, like, again, like, Todoroki's just, like, he's like, yeah, no, he's not Hibiki. He's just, he wishes he was.
Did he tell you he was Hibiki?
He's alive.
No, just Todoroki, I'm Hibiki. Ding!
You're Hibiki?
You're two-
You're Hibiki? You're Hibiki? Are there any other Hibiki?
Which one pointed first? Hibiki.
One Hibiki, two Hibikis!
Oh, my
You're
medication.
referencing SpongeBob,
Yeah.
right? Hey, is anyone else here Hibiki? Just the gorilla disc animal? I'm
Yeah.
not up here.
Yeah, I needed someone to give me a good Gary for that.
I was in the Hibiki suit. I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
If you're not Hibiki,
Then who's that?
no, it's Hibiki unzips. Ah, another Hibiki.
That's Just the fucking...
SpongeBob the Gorilla Suit guy, yeah.
You know what?
rider stinks. Oh! Just keep running into the cliff. SpongeBob is relatable to fucking anything.
I don't understand anything, but if you're happy, then I'm happy.
Patrick, just a reminder, don't eat yellow snow. Oh yeah, I forgot.
I can't see my forehead.
I can't see my
So yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny if just Decade as Hibiki showed up.
Oh, well, I mean, he did already.
Right?
Guys, I can't see my forehead.
I can see my nose if I point it out.
Anyways,
What?
so the episode ends with Kamen Rider Kyoki showing up and fighting another Hibiki, even though they call him a nameless Oni. I will be forever pissed.
Because it shows non-canon.
Why not?
It just is.
Mickey Mouse.
It's a stage show.
Yeah.
Why would anyone prefer to just call him a nameless Oni instead of a name that's been given?
Because
It's a
he's
unique name.
Because he's a guy who like was forcing himself to be an Oni and be like, yeah, I'm an Oni. I'm Oni, and now he's calling himself.
So
Hibiki.
what? In 15 years,
no.
he wouldn't name himself?
No, because
No,
you know what?
because he
Because
wants
no
to
other.
be Hibiki.
Because yeah, and
He's
also,
next in line to be
yeah.
Hibiki.
and no other.
Fine, and then Neo Hibiki.
And no other Oni.
New Hibiki.
No.
Something.
Yeah, and no other Oni would respect him enough to give him and properly name him because
But
they're like,
Fuck what everyone else thinks.
no,
he can call
it's
hilself what he
it's
wants.
an honor
No,
thing.
but you guys just
They'll
retconned
bring
what you
honor
just
to
said.
us all.
Everyone else is dead.
Except for Todoroki.
Except for Todoroki, apparently.
Well, Todoroki, Ibuki, and Hibiki.
So,
Where the
I guess,
fuck is
so a
my
lot of people
Sabaki?
die in Hibiki, I guess.
Did Sabaki die?
No, it's just... So, like, there are so many Oni introduced, like, in the first half of the series. And then the second
And then we
half
never
just
saw them again.
Yeah, then the second half was like, fuck them.
So
and,
they're
like,
not dead, they just were put on a bus.
No, the
Yeah,
entire
The bus
entire
that-
purpose
the bus that crashed.
The entire purpose of the other Oni were just look, there's a new Makomo who showed up. Yeah,
Dispatch that one.
Sabaki's fighting it right now. Oh, Sabaki's out of commission. Oh, Hibiki. Oh, I got this. Don't worry.
The idea was that the Oni were spread out across Japan to cover different regions.
And then Hibiki would just go to each region and kick its ass.
Better example, Happy Days with,
That one cousin guy.
Richie's, not Richie.
Fonz?
Yeah, Richie's older brother that went upstairs and was never seen or heard from again.
Okay.
That's pretty scary, actually.
Well, no, that's what literally happened. Richie Cunningham had an older brother, went up to his room upstairs, and that was the last we ever saw of him. He never showed up again, nor did anybody ever mention him.
I guess they weren't happy days.
It's like,
a
oh my
Goosebumps book
goodness.
That was a dream episode. Anyways,
So next week's
Oh, good
episode...
night, Rider Custom.
Next week's episode will be apparently about Hibiki showing up after all, and the birthday party for Sogo.
Or maybe Kyosuke becomes Hibiki.
Fucking, I hope not.
I hope not either. I want real Hibiki.
Right? Real Hibiki.
It's just awesome.
You know what? I'd be okay with that.
He's not though. He retired.
Right? Like a little bitch. Wasted the whole fucking show.
Ooh,
Spoilers for a
we have
15-year-old
we have a
show.
Shinobi custom incoming. Cool.
What's it? What's it? So, what's it?
Anyways.
Soda.
Get boom!
So,
Okay.
Army of
This was
Children.
such a cute episode. and also
No.
weird.
I'm starting this off first. Bamba is the best character in this entire fucking
We have
series.
Princess
Yeah.
Sisters,
He is the most
Army of
badass.
Army of Children, Mettaton.
Gridman.
What the
Okay,
fuck is
tell
happening?
me that the new general isn't Mettaton.
Right?
Coincidence? I think not.
So far, both of our evil generals...
Ooh, there you go, Ichi.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Kamen Rider Shinobi Psi form. That's cool.
that looks really good.
Ooh.
Give me a blue custom of Hatari and I'm sold.
Hatari!
But we'll get into why I like him later.
Gami.
Waga Ninja Hatari. Okay, so I forget what I was saying.
Oh,
Bamba?
second new general.
Yes, the new general. So far, both of our generals in this show have been blue and awesome, and I love them. And Waizuru did not disappoint.
Oh no, this dude's fucking cool. I love like Gar was saying, he has an army of
Am I
children.
being crazy saying he reminds me of Mettaton?
No, I get it.
Who's Manatine again?
From
Undertale.
Undertale. Remember that robot? And then he had like that form?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Just because his whole like I'm the greatest entertainer.
Yeah.
I'm the
Okay.
greatest.
Oh my goodness. I actually can't remember.
What?
I can't remember the first general's name. even
Tank
though-
Joe.
Yeah, Tank Joe.
Also, this
Damn
is
it, Gar.
You get to sit in the corner now.
even though he is
Good, stay there.
even though he's quite terrible, I have to admit Crayon is freaking adorable.
Weirdly.
Crayon, I swear to God, Crayon is fascinating.
I feel like
I've said this before, but like
I
fascinating villain.
cannot tell if he's gonna change sides or not. I think he comes across almost like just a child who's playing most of the
Crayon
time.
is Lucky Hero's older brother.
I don't
That's what it feels like.
All I know about him is that I really hope he gets a figure or a toy of some kind.
Probably
Well,
just-
Because
once-
his design is really awesome and I really would like one.
Because
and,
it's-
Once Power Rangers gets adapted,
We're saying
or
Crayon
Ryusoulger gets
because it's
adapted to Power Rangers,
hilarious.
it will.
and if they don't, then I will probably try to make a crappy one out of Fell.
Also, friggin', if this was Ultraman, he would have already had a vinyl already.
Well, that would be so cool. But his design is quite complicated, so it would probably be really simplified and kind of weird looking.
All I'll say is
And the
if
back of it wasn't going to
if
be
they
painted.
put out figures of Tank Joe and Wizuru, I would buy them both.
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't Sentai do monster vinyls?
That's a good question.
Why
Not
is
me.
it? Why is it only Ultraman?
Why
that's
doesn't Sentai do things?
Why doesn't Sentai do other merch? Where's my action figures, damn it?
So the episode starts with the
Sorry.
dad giving a lecture on electric signals for some reason. Then Asuna breaks one of his rocks and quickly uses the gimmick soul to unbreak it.
I'm gonna honestly, I'm sorry to say this, but Melt and Asuna are like the two black sheep of the group.
Not black sheep, but they feel like accessories rather than participants.
Yeah, like Ko, even being like how he is, I don't know why, but he's just fascinating. He's like adorably awesome.
You wanna know why?
Huh?
Because out of the main trio so far, like we're 7 episodes in.
We know nothing about Melt and Asa.
Exactly. He's the
He's the smart one, I guess, and she punches hard.
He is
That's
the
it.
only one that has actually gotten character development.
We're
so
gonna
far.
find out more about them, right? Like,
Oh yeah, hopefully.
And then there's just Toa and Bamba, which like you make them brothers, so
Which-
they already have great chemistry. They're fucking awesome.
Which, mind you, they've been the main focus since episode 3 already.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a whole entire month just dedicated
Yeah, we've
to
had,
the
like,
two
two
extra members
two
of the team.
arcs.
I call it Bambooary.
I think it's just because Toei knows, like they just figure, you know what, people are gonna like green and black a lot.
Yeah, so it's like we got their storyline out of the way. We're gonna do this 2-parter, and then hopefully we'll start seeing Melt and Asuna characters.
But yeah, just
Yeah.
Because
fucking.
I want to know what the deal with them is. Like, why is she so strong? Why is his hair blue?
Right?
But like fucking like
Yes.
there's a scene where like
Powers.
There's a
Aside
scene where-
from being a Japanese entertainment character, because no one else in there has weird colored hair, just him.
I kept thinking Asuna had pink hair for some reason. I don't know. Every time I was thinking back,
That's
to
how
Ryu-
unmemorable they are.
Yeah, that's how. Like I kept thinking back to Ryusoulger, and I'm like, Asuna doesn't have pink hair.
but yeah. So there's a scene where fucking just like us is like it's like, oh, where's Ko? It's like, oh, he's watching TV with Tiramigo, and then Tiramigo just comes out and he's just like
Before
Oh,
before Tiramigo walks out, I just excuse me, the Zord is watching TV.
Is he not allowed to watch TV?
Just why?
Because
And then
he
he's-
wants to watch TV.
and then he starts speaking Japanese because he's learning it from watching TV.
learn to talk by watching TV.
To quote Cassandra from Wayne's World,
Oh,
where did you learn your English? College and the Police Academy movies.
Oh no!
I'm gonna throw a double reference on you. Where did you guys learn how to talk like this? TV. We all talked about TV.
Ball weep, run all weep, ninny bone.
Ball week, grown a week, ninny bone.
we've grown
So-
weep nitty.
Transformers movie.
In the 1986 Transformers movie, there was a race called the Junkions, led by Wreck-Gar, who is one of my favorites, obviously.
Yeah, no, ah, Jesus fucking Christ!
What in the fuck,
No!
Kyle? I'm deleting that because the animation is scaring me.
Oh God!
What's wrong with it?
It's just the
weird.
face going like.
Yeah, so it's like,
Holy
like,
shit!
anyways, Wreck-Gar and the Junkions learn to learn to talk a certain way from television.
They speak in commercials.
Yeah, it's like, well, hey, I talk TV too, and now the weather.
They just say a bunch of buzzwords from television.
Maybe that's where Bumblebee got his inspiration.
For your
Radio
money
is-
back! For your money back!
Wait, so the
That-
creepy
that's legit
smile was
something
supposed
they
to be
changed.
Rek'Sar?
No. He's just
Well, it's certainly wrecked Gar.
I love Wreck. You know what Wreck-Gar stands for? Wreckageable garbage.
Oh.
Wreckageable?
Wreckageable garbage.
Wreckageable is the coolest word I've heard already.
So
That was
then,
a pretty good word,
so yeah, he like called like Tirigo's just like, oh, so then it's like, oh wait, what's like Melt's like, what's my name? Naruto.
Yes.
Wow.
And Melt's
He
like,
called him Naruto.
and then
Well,
Salt.
He mentioned they all end in toe, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Daddy, Homer. No. Daddy, Homer.
You
Naruto.
little
Naruto.
Homer, he's just a baby.
It's so funny.
Homer.
It's so funny that the Naruto reference happens the same week we talk about Shinobi.
So yeah, and then we cut
Ko, who's gonna swim around the world.
I just love how ready he is to fucking dive off that
and
bridge.
he's just like, I'm
There's
just gonna-
Rek'Gar.
This leads to the ocean, right? I'm
Yep.
just gonna
somehow
dive in, yeah.
somehow he's a transformer with a Fu Manchu.
He sounds like he's voiced by John fucking Oliver.
He's voiced by Eric Idle of all people.
I don't know who that is.
Did you watch the Casper movie from '90s?
Nope.
He's
Do
a
you know
member of
Monty
Monty. He's a
Python?
member of
Yes.
Monty Python.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That's why he sounds like John Oliver.
Yeah, he portrays Sir Robin in Monty Python the Holy Grail, and he portrays Dr. Nigel Channing at the Imagination Studio Disney.
Cool.
Wait, I love Ricker.
So yeah, we got like Toa and Bomba sparring, and it was fucking awesome because Bomba was just like
Flips his sword around like a boss.
yeah, and just being the better of the two, and Toa's just like damn.
Oh, also, during that scene with Ko and jumping off the bridge, he mentions that he's 209 years old.
Oh, you're 200 years old. 209.
Also, yeah. Also, the episode began with like the Ui's dad like talking to them about like magnetic fields.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff,
talked about
and
that.
yeah.
I think that's gonna mean more later.
Megazord hunting.
Maybe.
Kishiryu. But just yeah, fucking Bomba man. But yeah, did alien princesses. Apparently that's what this is about.
Idol
That was a weird
songs?
plot point to
Yeah.
inject here.
Who can talk to each other via idol music?
Wait, this is only episode 7. You already want to talk about aliens?
Karaoke princess aliens.
Who were Morning Musume members.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
I thought they looked familiar.
which the older sister is like in terms of like looks, but the younger sister's cute.
You're only saying
Whose name is Fita.
you're only saying that because she looks like Fuka from Ninja.
No, I never even
She
noticed.
does,
I never
though.
noticed that until you mentioned it.
Hey, we all know who the
I
best.
didn't.
We all know who the best female ninja is. Venus D'Amata from Ninja Turtles.
Agreed.
Sorry, who?
Exactly.
She mind-fucked the Shredder in episode 2 and he was never seen again. Venus is broken and deserves respect.
Sorry, who?
Shut up, Kevin Eastman.
Anyways,
She exists.
I like the older sister more because not only is
she's
she...
named after a painting instead of an artist.
Yeah.
That's the
But
only thing that.
I like the older sister more because she is a little cute in my opinion, but also she's badass because at one scene she pulls out a fucking knife.
She does pull a knife though. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Caws menacingly.
What do you want? A knife! No!
Freaking again, no.
Oh yeah, a knife. No.
But yeah, the whole Minusaur plot is kind of like hurried out the door because like they run to a stage show, they see the dude who's collapsing on the floor, and then the Minusaur just goes berserk, and then he's not seen for most of the episode, and then we see him later, and he's already giant.
Okay,
so
so
they just rushed the fucking Minusaur plot.
So
in this
Ichi,
episode.
I'm
They say
gonna
it's like a guy who's like a one-hit wonder.
I'm gonna agree with you. I actually don't like that the Minosaurs don't have names either.
Right?
It's
It's
fucking
so
weird. It's
bothering
stupid.
me.
It's, you know what, I kind of agree with that, because again, it goes into the whole fact that, the Monster of the Week doesn't interact with the Rangers.
It makes them less memorable. It makes them seem less important.
It feels like an 80s Sentai, because 80s...
Oh no, it's the Kaijin!
Yeah, early 80s Sentai monsters were nothing but just like,
Copy paste.
here I am, Pencil Munger, like as an example. And that would just be his thing. I'm going to torment kids or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, I get blown up, but that's it.
And we're done with Metal April.
That's what you think.
For now.
In this episode, we're gonna kidnap kids.
Yeah, and brainwash them to defend me.
Who is this, Barney the dinosaur?
So yeah, this Minusaur, like he has, like
Barney the
he sends out like
Minusaur?
which
Barney
this
the
show,
Minusaur.
this show,
Can we have that, please?
this show fucking tricked me. So like they're at an amusement park or whatever like that, like Koinui, and just like we see like this monster like with on a stage with this guy, and I'm like, oh, it might be Minusaur, but it might just be a stage show.
Like we were thinking, oh, it's a fake out where they think it's the Minusaur, but it's actually just a dude doing a stage show with a good dude in a suit. But
Apparently, it's the famous Shimomura Ippei.
a stage show
Ippei.
comedian of sorts.
Gridman?
Apparently,
yeah.
he's like a singer who had a one-hit wonder.
They talk about him for a whole 15 seconds before we get to the fight, if that.
And back to the fight.
And back to the fight.
And yeah, so I think it's a bat or maybe a bird. It's hard to tell.
It's a man, bat, pig.
I
would think maybe a bird because of the whole. Oh no, wait! But then a bat has echolocation, so the sound thing makes sense too. So I
think it was a bat.
And anyways, whatever the fuck it is, it uses its whatever abilities to apparently hypnotize this batch of children into fighting to defend Waizuru by convincing them that Waizuru is the good guy and that the Ryusoulgers are bad.
the Ryusoulgers
And you know what?
gross.
It's fucking genius.
Yeah, they're like you're Ryusoulger.
You're mean.
You're a fucking coward. And he's like,
And the kids just like go ham and actually try and whoop his ass.
What
And
are
a
you
couple of them,
kids, the Tokugers?
a couple of them do some actually nicely choreographed moves, but then there's this one scene of Ryusoul Red just holding a kid back by their head while they're swinging their arms at him. Damn these child arms!
But yeah, so then just again, and then we get like this weird, like they're all like the first 4 free soldiers are there, or whatever, like that, and like they're all fighting a bunch of mooks, and they each, I swear to God, each of them are putting in their things in the changers, and then they're like grab a spear, one of the mook's weapons, and fucking hits them, and all 4 of them fucking do it.
And you know what?
Same shot.
I actually like that.
And then just Bomba just proceeds to, I'm going to this other area, and just fucking...
He just breaks into a fucking sprint.
And it's fucking amazing.
Watching him run is hilarious.
And then you just proceed
Not as good as watching him jump.
And then for just a while, you just proceed to see Bomba fighting a group of mooks untransformed, and it's just fucking badass. Like, Bomba's so fucking cool. He didn't try to stab anyone either.
Which is funny because like we get this plot with the 2 space princesses, and I swear to God I was ready for him to ask if he could stab one of them.
Stabbing Bomba won't hurt you. Stabbing Bomba.
Really
Yeah, you mean that?
Yeah, exactly that. Shot for shot.
That was the first thing it reminded me of. It reminded me of Michael Cera in Superbad.
I was thinking about that movie today that I haven't seen.
Like it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like
I've never
like
seen it.
like honestly, in my original Sentai like list that I did like years ago, I said that my favorite Black Ranger was Tokyo Ichigo Black, which Ichi was so mad at me for because he's like fucking
count.
It's not a Black Ranger, it's just a form!
But I think my favorite honestly is Ryusoul Black.
No, you know what? He's absolutely earning his place so far.
Yeah, no, Bomba's so
Who's my favorite?
Like, I want to like Blue, but Melt has done jack shit.
No,
So.
Melt's boring. I'm sorry. Ever since I first saw him, I was like, no, you're not going to do anything of interest.
You know what it's like to be locked up in a rotten egg for 6,000 years? It's boring!
There
Goldie,
might be
I'm
some
bored.
more on-
Bomba, I'm bored.
Anyways, so the Minusaur just shows up giant, because whatever, no one cares about that plot.
Ooh.
Because fuck you, that's why.
3 knights and then 5 knights show up to fight it, and we get
My
this...
first thought was Ryusoul Five Nights at Freddy's when they said that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
My favorite thing while we were watching the fight and like 3 knights is fighting, I don't know why, but my brain just went, I was saved by 3 knights! I was saved by 3 knights!
Oh my god, those,
The exercise girls!
The thing with the I have.
I was robbed by 2 men!
Yes.
I was robbed by 2
Oh,
men!
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
awful.
I remember that. That was
Oh, no.
I mean, but it worked, didn't it?
Right?
Like, you remember.
But
Great.
what really bothered me about this particular Megazord fight is for some reason they decided to give us the under the dick cam several times. It was so troubling.
So true.
And then it turned into a weird, like, tank bludgeon.
Yeah, we get to see
battering
Kishiryu's
thing.
Fortress mode, which is haha a nod to the tank mode of Mighty Morphin's Megazord.
It was kind of weird, but I liked it too.
I think the design of this Fortress mode is fucking terrible, actually.
Tank it.
I'm sorry.
I get that it's the Lego Megazord and you're gonna rearrange existing pieces, but I could probably come up with a better one. It was so weird that like the tail was on the front of it, and you could see that it had like cockpit windows on the top of it.
And what was wrong with that?
The tail being the head of a fortress is so weird.
You're a head of a fortress.
There was that whole weird thing where it was like the monster's using the sun to distract us.
So we'll fight back and use the Migake soul to put the sun back in its eyes so it'll crash out of the fucking sky.
Yeah, and you both thought that was the end of him at first.
They were framing it like that was what killed the monster, but then it gets back up and then they finish it off.
And you were like, okay.
But one thing they do that I actually was impressed by is the monster gets in front of the Ferris wheel and they're like, oh no, we can't do our Hisatsu on it because we'll hit the kids. And I'm like, oh my god, they're actually showing awareness of their fucking environment in a Zord fight. What sorcery is this? But, you know, eventually they just...
settled the buildings kept going up, you're right.
Right?
Also, you know what, another reason why fucking Melt and Asuna haven't been, like, really important and, like, they're the most underrated of the fucking team.
The fact that we haven't seen the blue and pink modes of the Kishiryu.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
So now
That's why I'm guessing there's going to be more on them, and then we're gonna find
I can only fucking hope.
That's why I'm, like, looking at, like, my pink Ryusoulger and, like, the pink sword, and I'm like, oh.
Well, we know the suits for them exist. We just need to wait.
Yeah, when we saw them do that one fucking slash deck, they showed, like, all 5 of them as their own different modes, and it was fucking awesome.
Wait, Blaze is saying we did see them last episode.
No, we saw them in, like, the corner.
Oh, yeah, during Five Nights Special Attack.
Yeah, when they did
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count, Blaze. If they specify it, then it counts. This part doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. You're wrong, Miss Spellcaster. Being shown in a fucking hologram during a fucking 3-second Hisatsu doesn't count as being used.
Don't swear,
I am SuperIchi!
I can do whatever I want.
So yeah, they finish off the monster, and the princess drops a hint that they know more about the Kishiryu than they're letting on, so...
Yeah, and Melt's just like, I see through your bullshit.
They'll probably be plot-relevant characters for a little bit.
I see what's in your mind. It is stupid!
So yeah, next week we'll get more of the princesses, and I swear to God, the funniest shit ever was at the end of the episode preview, the music cuts out, and you just hear a gentle high five.
Yeah, that just...
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the monster this week was very forgettable.
Right? I couldn't even figure out if it was a bird or a bat, and I still don't know.
I mean, birds sing, and that would make sense, but bats use echolocation.
He's a zoo bat.
Oh, also, yeah, in the ending, we see the Lupins and Pados do their Ryusoulger
Toma
jump.
was being fucking hilarious.
That was amazing. I saw that
Kairi is
beforehand.
clearly wearing a wig.
Yeah, Kairi is fucking wearing a wig, goddamn.
And Keiichiro dyed his hair.
Yep.
I thought you were just going to say he died.
I think
Keiichiro died!
I think Keiichiro's actor was
gonna be really
also wearing a
upset,
wig
actually.
during fucking the show.
I don't
He's
know.
okay, don't worry.
I don't think so.
I just don't think that looks like a haircut
Keiichiro is
normal people
okay.
would wear.
Keiichiro, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
Noelle did a backflip.
It's like
Yeah.
that these actors moved on after this show.
Actors can't have lives after their
Oh
shows
my
end.
God, you wouldn't believe... When I watched Deca Ranger versus Magi Ranger, man, all their hairstyles were so weird. Like, for instance, freaking...
Like Bomba and Deca Break fucking switched hairstyles.
Yes, that bugged me. I'm like,
Oh my
is this
God.
a joke?
That's a great
Oh no!
Puffy face.
Puffy face Toma.
It's really scary.
Oh no!
It looks like he accidentally crapped himself.
Oh my gosh, that reminds
He looks
me.
like a fucking Sesame Street Muppet that someone was making frown.
That reminds me of something a lot, because it also involves a blue a blue member of
Blue Bomber.
No.
The blue blur.
It also involves a blue member of a
fall.
superhero team that
fall.
is known for a weird
Lean
dance. Have you guys ever heard of Rika dancing?
No.
Rika dancing?
It's Rika from Doki Doki Precure doing a weird dance during the second ending. I'm sorry, am I being annoying?
No.
Let me just, it's under studio audience. And this is the dance, and for a while it was like a minor meme. Just her doing this weird dance in the corner there.
Oh God.
You know, this kind of reminds me of
Do the bedrock! Twist! Twist!
Well, it's like in the Persona 4 opening where you just see freaking Rise doing the freaking Haruka, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's pretty good.
everyone was just like, what?
They just snuck that in there.
Yep.
Sorry,
That's cute, though.
I
That's
just,
okay.
It's just all I can think of now is who's the more ridiculous dancer, Puffy Face Toma or Rika dancing.
Ichi, talk about the thing that you fucking like died at for the preview.
I did, the high five.
Oh yeah,
five,
just got
yeah.
music.
Just-
No.
Ichi was like laughing his ass off.
I'm scared I might pass out, but that's okay.
Anyways, let's fucking do Shinobi! Kenzo! Nice bumper.
Yeah. Sorry, Blaze. I know you want to be on, but we're not set up with the headphones, so you can just say what you want in the chat. All right, so Rider Time Shinobi actually impressed me for the most part.
Okay, this was a mixed bag, honestly. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff, and there's a lot of silly stuff, and there's a lot of stupid stuff.
I mean, that's just Toku
Like,
in general.
Okay, so Gar, Emily,
Let's
hear
paint
me,
you the
hear
picture.
me the fuck out.
I will.
So apparently,
Hashtag Shinoboy.
so apparently, in the 3 years,
in the distant year
in the
of 2022,
3 years between Zi-O and now in 2022,
and let's before we get into it, let's remind everyone that this is a world that Sogo dreamed up.
so the Earth is apparently going to shit. So then Japan or something just decides, okay, we're losing our resources. We need the help of ninjas to help us provide us with heat and water and like wind for energy and stuff like that. So then the ninjas are just, they're helping, but then
It's not enough.
It's not enough. So the Japanese government decides to invoke the Ninja Act, which states that everyone in the entire country of Japan has to learn ninjutsu and learn to become ninjas so that the entire country of Japan are ninjas. So everyone is a ninja. Doesn't matter.
Wait,
It's
so
not the plot I
they're
was
not already
expecting.
all ninjas?
Yes.
All ninjas.
Everyone in Japan is a ninja in this series.
Like, you fucking-
They all have scarves.
They have scarves,
and
ninja
hoods.
masks, they're doing jutsus everywhere in the streets, they're having fucking holographic battles in the middle
Yeah,
of the city.
also there's like futuristic like holographic displays and shit.
Fucking
just, like, lining the streets.
holographic bonsai trees you can just spawn out of a fucking
Like
console.
right,
and
right out of Star Trek.
No, is this like Mad Max where it's just Japan that had this economic crisis and everything else is perfectly fine around the world?
I don't think they ever talk about the rest of the
No, I
world.
think they just say Japan.
Just Japan.
Just Japan.
It's just the
Now everyone a ninja.
the Japanese ninja conversion of 2022.
But like, I honestly, like, I heard that, and I'm just like, okay.
Like I went through a bunch of mixed emotions. Like I went from that's hilarious to that's fucking stupid to now I'm morbidly curious to see where this goes.
Like, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. Cause
that's
that's
what
ninjas
Oh
do.
my god.
I'm gonna
Flip
flip out.
Like a ninja. And you should flip out too.
is that the David Bowie song?
Oh, no.
It's
I'm
right.
training ninjas to work together.
Like,
Throw it over
I'm
bridge.
I'll share
It's
it in
from
the
Rather
Discord.
Good with the Ninja.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I only knew it.
Okay.
For,
Ninja, ninja,
other
rap.
video.
So,
Oh, it has a ninja cat.
Emily.
I had to reference that.
Yeah.
So Emily, I wish you would have watched this the Shinobi's miniseries because there's one thing I know you'd fucking absolutely die at. So, Rentaro, the guy who is Kamen Rider Shinobi...
Who's played by the guy who played Star Ninja.
Yeah, he's Star Ninja, so, like, his mentor is literally this wall scroll that has a frog on it, and the frog talks. The picture of the frog on the scroll. Like, Blaze, if you can help us out here, try to, like, bring up an episode screenshot and screen cap the fucking frog scroll.
And it has the most terrible animation for its mouth movement that I've ever fucking seen.
Like, the fucker gives, like, fucking Rentaro gives him, like, rice at the end of episode 3, and he's like, oh boy, I've gone 3 months without rice. It's fucking awful. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, so he's rice paper?
No, he's a scroll. He's just this wall ninja scroll, and it has a frog on it, and the frog talks to him, and he's like, yeah, it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have your powers, motherfucker. Like, yeah.
I'm
so
pro,
he got his
baby.
power from a talking frog scroll.
Yeah, well, we find out at the end of episode 3 that he's, like, actually, like, a ninja.
He has a human form.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna...
But it was someone. I just don't know who it was.
Yeah, I feel like the
is it
Frog
Dororo?
Master is supposed to be someone.
Is it Dororo?
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking too. Like, wait, ninja? Frog?
Guys in your Sergeant Frog.
Dororo? That's ninja?
I gotta say, I'm
Trauma
surprised.
switch on.
I gotta say that I'm surprised because I was expecting this series to include the actual, like, first, origin and first transformation of Shinobi. But no, this takes place after he's been Shinobi for a while.
Okay, so it's like a Kiva thing.
And
Kinda.
it's fucking awkward because his sister Iroha, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
Like, she loves her brother and stuff like that, but then she doesn't know that he's Shinobi, and she has a massive fucking crush on Shinobi.
Because he saved her as Shinobi sometimes.
So it's like Chase in Dino Charge with his girlfriend. Oh, I like the Black Ranger. He goes into the base and, like, talks to Keeper, but I can't believe it. She's dumping me for me!
What's to do with that?
And like it's legit. He morphs into the Black Ranger and he goes on dates with her as the Black
Oh my god!
Okay, I need to see that
I'm
episode.
so glad I stopped watching
It
Dino
is
Charge.
such a good episode.
Anyway, but yeah, so the deal is that she is sort of indifferent towards her brother, but she loves Shinobi, but she doesn't know that Shinobi is her brother, and he actually manages to maintain that throughout the episodes. There's not a, oh, you found me out moment, which I was surprised by.
He wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts.
No, we do
He's
hear-
a ninja, and I'm on the bleachers.
I don't know. I don't think they said that she wasn't his sister. What they said was that she-
short shirts. He's Captain Falcon. And
Whoa.
I'm on the bleachers.
But yeah, so what they said is that Iroha is apparently the secret ninja princess that the villain Rainbow Snake Ninja is looking
Rainbow
for.
Snake.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Rainbow!
Shinobi!
Shinobi!
Look, I can't. Rainbow Snake just makes me think of something like that.
What?
Like,
That sounds like a Care Bears villain.
Rainbow Snake.
Rainbows.
No, and then, oh my god, we'll get into fucking his real motives. Fucking,
Yeah.
just, but God. So, anyways, the whole main focus around the whole 3-part miniseries is that there's
A ninja tournament.
a ninja tournament, and, like, Iroha's, like, doing really fucking well, because she's an awesome shinobi.
Because she's the secret princess.
But Rentaro, he's an amazing fucking ninja when he's Kamen Rider Shinobi, but his mentor, the Frog Scroll, is like, you can't, I know you can win this tournament, but you can't be badass ninja, because then people will figure out that you're Kamen Rider Shinobi.
You can't do too well.
Yeah, so
You're not allowed to succeed in life.
you have to lose. Well, no, because his sister keeps telling him to get a fucking job.
He has a job, which he
Neglected.
probably got fired from by the end of this special.
Wait, so it's like Gaim, where the main character stays with his sister.
Yeah.
Does Hatari try to fuck his sister?
Yes!
Yes, actually, the whole
Oh.
fucking point of this miniseries is everyone's trying to fuck Shinobi's sister.
Yeah, kinda.
It's weird,
But
okay.
but real quick, regarding the fact that Rentaro has a real job, they never actually say what it is, but there's one scene where they're like, alright, I'm okay, so you can go off to your day job. Alright, whoosh, throws off his ninja
Suit.
clothes, and he has a straight up business suit. 5 seconds later, whoosh, throws off his business suit, he's back in his ninja clothes.
It's like, what do you do? I'm a paleontologist.
And the funny, like, for reasons that are relevant to the plot, 5 seconds after that, he looks around the corner and sees a bunch of like unconscious dudes wearing different clothes, and for half a second I was like, hey look, that's where all his clothes went.
Clothes jutsu.
Peter, you don't have to be in disguise. He doesn't know you. Oh, sees another fat guy wearing Peter's outfit, takes him around the corner, beats him up, and puts on his outfit.
Griffin.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
Peter
God
Griffin.
damn it.
Crap.
But yeah. Oh yeah, Goggle mentions the worst part about everyone trying to fuck Iroha is that she's 17, but it's Japan and that's less terrible there.
15's legal. 15's the legal age, I think.
Something like that.
Anyways.
I think they might have raised it.
But yeah, so let's talk about the rival, who
Spar Ninja.
Oh yeah, so this is one scene when they're training, like they're training for the tournament or whatever in the first episode, and Rentaro is fighting this cowboy ninja, and I'm like, ha 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 ha, Star Ninja reference.
And he goes like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he should have done the ha-he.
Yeah. But yeah, so the rival, the secondary rider, who becomes Kamen Rider Hatari, his nickname throughout the show is fucking Ichi!
That's great.
So would that technically make you the real Ichi?
Yeah.
Ichi is
I mean, his nickname is
Ichi's the real?
Ichi's the real. But his
Sorry,
nickname
that
is
was
spelled
really
with two.
dumb.
His name is spelled with 2 C's, so there's a little different.
Well, that's TV Nihon. They put two letters in a lot of things, like Hori.
But yeah, I feel like the Star Ninja reference thing. I bet that was Shinobi's actor's idea. He was just like, yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it was a Sentai. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was also a daycare worker.
Oh, that's right. He was in the
the
Sentai
Hero
Mom
League.
special. He was the daycare guy.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was actually Star Ninja, and I'm like, yeah, he ended up opening a daycare. Oh, no,
Right?
it's not him.
But yeah, so the idea with Ichi in this special is he is the
Yes, he's Ichi Nissan.
he's like the son of the owner of the big conglomerate company that the winner of the ninja tournament gets to get a job at.
Wait a minute.
So the point of this tournament is to get a job.
Why do you guys care about the tournament so much, anyways? Prize money.
Oh,
We'll get to what the actual prize
the prize
is.
is amazing.
So one of the
Container
prizes
full of spaghetti.
close.
Close.
A lifetime supply of Scooby snacks.
Close.
So it's food. I'm
So it's food.
Yeah. Okay, so the idea is that one of the prizes of this ninja tournament is that the winner gets to have a job at the Konjo conglomerate, which is the company that Ichi is the son of the head of, or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, that
Calls him
sounds
Papa.
way too familiar.
Yeah. It's the Kirishimas all over
He
again.
calls him Papa.
So on one hand, Ichi is cheering for Iroha because he loves her and wants her to do well, but it turns out that he's actually not cheering for her and wants her to fail because the company has a strict no dating policy. So if she gets a job at the company, he won't be able to go on a date with her. But the best part of that is while he's considering this, he also has a brief fantasy of her as an office lady, and it's fucking hot.
She's 17, Ichi.
I'm thinking within their cultural context, okay? Plus, the actress is probably not 17.
Oh, so it's Power Ranger standards where they're all in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone look up that actress so I'm sure I'm not saying something terrible.
What's her name?
Iroha in Rider Time Shinobi.
I'm just going to look up Kamen Rider Shinobi.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up the cast. I like Kamen Rider Shinobi's design. I don't think I ever mentioned that in...
Oh, I love Shinobi's design.
It's a Kit Bash ride player, but they did so fucking good with it.
It's
he
really
deserves a
hard to tell
figure art.
unless you're really looking.
Hatari, on the other hand, literally, they took a dark drive suit, painted it orange, and slapped a stupid big ass shuriken on his head.
Like,
Stupid.
I want to like Ichi because he's got the name, he's an entertaining character,
Oh my god.
and like he tries hard at what he does, and I appreciate it. But God, I hate that color orange, and I hate the design.
Yeah. No.
Okay, her actress is 20.
And the gourds are fucking awful looking.
Okay, those are fucking hilarious. And like to transform, they pull out these little gourd like potion bottles. They pull out the cork and literally pour out a Kamen Rider belt onto them.
I thought it was pretty cool.
And it was.
I know I haven't seen it, but like I think that's a cool idea.
Hey, I wonder what this gourd does. Pour it out.
Tries to drink it.
No,
Will Smith's genie.
No. Pours it out.
Drink a belt.
Ah, it is I, Ninja, master of the ninja arts. How may I help you?
I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
I, Ninja.
But then freaking
Great ninja is fucking.
But yeah,
I love the voice of the belt.
Ninja! Ninja!
Kenzan! Shinobi! And it goes like Ninbow! I fucking love the voice.
Which he does at the end during the episode previews too.
Yeah, and like I love how he says the catchphase, like
Yeah.
stealing the heart or whatever, like that in the blade.
Stealing the
Shinobi no kaite yaiba to kokoro.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Shinobi.
Shinobi.
Yeah, I love the voice, and like I will say, Hatari's henshin is fucking awesome because he has this giant fucking robotic hornet.
Yeah.
And stabs him, and then he can also turn into a fucking bunch of hornets.
Wait a minute, he gets his transformation by being stabbed by a robot, not quite wasp. But...
Yeah, robotic hornet, and then Shinobi's is a frog.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you get stabbed by a frog?
He doesn't get stabbed by a frog.
It just like opens its mouth.
And he goes "Bleh," and just spits his powers out.
But the wasp thing, I'm just thinking, oh man, I had to change my character.
No, I was thinking of wasp, and I'm like, Waspinator?
I guess getting stung by a wasp is not that weird. Like, stung by a robot wasp is not that weird a transformation.
I mean, you could get bitten by a radioactive spider.
It was stung by... No. Bitten by a radioactive spider, and this is stung by a AI shaped like a wasp that gives you not Kamen Rider powers.
Yeah. But, I like how ham Rentaro and the Shinobi power set goes with the frog theme, because not only all that, but also he has what I can only refer to as frog binoculars. Like a pair of binoculars with like frog designs on them.
Adam, what is wrong?
I'm a frog.
Yeah.
Feel the kind of kiss turn into a Kamen Rider.
I don't know, I love frogs.
Hey, look, there's Waspinator.
Waspinator, Waspinator, sick of being Predacon, Waspinator quit, Waspinator getting sick of being blown up.
But yeah, so we see them like doing the training and such for the tournament, and then it becomes clear that this tournament is just straight up fucking American Ninja Warrior in Japan. So
just Ninja Warrior?
Japanese
so
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
There's nothing American about it unless there was an American ninja there.
Well, there was the Cowboy Ninja, but I don't think he was part of it.
Yeah.
We should have gotten Jiraiya back.
So one thing about Hatari that is worth mentioning is we were all angry when we heard the name because it's clearly based like a misspelling of Hattori Hanzo, but also apparently Hatari is a Japanese word for bluff.
So he's Kamen Rider Bluff.
Hey everyone!
To the bluffs!
He's a big phony.
Yeah.
A big stupid phony.
I also really like how it happens at least twice where like Shinobi is diving in to fight and Ichi is already around, so in order to make sure his identity doesn't get blown, he like has lens flares over his face so they can't see his face when he henshins. Except there's one scene.
Yeah.
There's one scene where he like dips down while doing his ninja poses and shit. I'm like, they can see your face now, fucker! But no, that doesn't happen.
Bay powers to see.
And I'm sad because Hatari,
No, I mean J.J. Abrams powers. Michael Bay powers would be if he just exploded.
fucking, and then I'm sad because I hate everything about Kamen Rider Hatari, but he just fucking ice ninjutsu, and I'm just like, don't, you can't make me like you, motherfucker, just because you use ice powers. Like,
yeah, like he shoots ice at Shinobi, and Shinobi is like encased in ice while he's doing a fire.
Like, hey, joke's on you! I had fire armor before you encased me.
And I'm glad that happened because for a second I was like, how the bloody fuck did ice beat fire?
So apparently his catchphrase, like Shinobi is written in the heart of the blade, is a reference to how the kanji for Shinobi is written with the kanji for heart, kokoro, and blade, yabe.
Yeah, that's what he says. His catchphrase is Shinobi is written with the letters for blade and heart.
Which it is.
Because they mistranslated.
I didn't know.
Yeah, science.
Yes. No, that's just, it's their way.
So one thing I noticed as we went through the 3 episodes is that the first episode had an opening that I felt was a little too long. The second episode had a shorter one, and the third one lasted like 10 seconds.
Alright. Rider time Shinobi already.
We're running out of rider time!
Rider time.
Do Sogo and Gates ever show up in this?
Nope.
No.
This is Rentaro's story.
It's about Shinobi.
Oh, but they show up in the other Rider time specials? Okay.
This
And
is.
what's the deal with the airline?
They don't deserve to be in this one. This one is good.
Well,
So,
I'm just happy to watch Kamen Rider that's not Zi-O.
where's my Amazon?
So then we find out like the ninja referee of the tournament. He's just been Rainbow Snake the whole time.
Which
Which
is
I will
hilarious.
say, Rainbow Snake's design's fucking awesome looking. I
Which
love
is
it.
which is really funny because when we first saw like ninja referees, it was straight up like full on referee outfit just with a fucking ninja hood on the head.
I saw it.
So we were like, all right, ninja referee, select as referee so that no one gets hurt. But then it turned out he was acting as referee so that everyone would get hurt.
You know what? Now I'm just thinking about stupid Mario Brothers and how there were ninjas showing up in season 4 and 5, especially Subashi, the blood red ninja, and everybody would always mispronounce his name.
Yeah.
Jabinski.
Chapinsky.
Jablinski?
Chaplinsky.
Yeah.
What's Javelin Jables?
Yeah. What's Dribble? But yeah,
They're
so
also fans of Ace and Base.
so the ninja tournament proceeds to its final round, which Iroha is still in, and the ninja referee proceeds to say, all right, so here's an extra rule. If you kill everyone else, you win.
Oh, God.
Excuse me? And of course, everyone targets Iroha, and then it turns out that they're secretly dust tards from Forze.
Yep.
That always made me question Forza a bit. Why are the grunts for the space theme show
Ninjas?
It's because
Fucking
Virgo
weird.
had a sense of humor.
It was never explained.
Right?
Because Virgo was like, fuck it, space ninjas. That's agreed.
Yep. One rider belt to the winner!
So yeah, and just like Shinobi's fighting him, and then like Rainbow Six is like, oh, you should join me, Atari, and we can take down Shinobi. And he's like, you know what?
Cool,
Yeah,
I'm in!
I'm in. Sweet.
Which is, like, the funny part is, like, the reason he gets so all up in Shinobi's fucking face is because, like, before the fight starts, he tries to protect Iroha from the dark ninjas, and she immediately goes, no, fuck you, I want Shinobi! And just bolts. And he's just like, no! So, he's literally Shinobi's rival and enemy because he wants to bone his sister, and
Oh
she
my
doesn't
God.
want him.
That is very strange
Subashi
dynamic.
and his ninjas.
Yeah, that's pretty close to what this special was like.
Subashi.
I also like that at some points we see Hatari summon his own fleet of, like, support ninjas.
Well, here are my ninjas.
Yeah.
Ninjas!
More like
attack!
ninjas.
Or like a ninja.
Terrible best for ninja these days.
But yeah, so I'm not sure if that actually was
There he is.
Rainbow Snake that he was fighting or one of his minions, but this dude, like, transformed into, like, with this cool spiritual green dragon effect, and then he had claws, and it was badass.
Yeah.
The suit is very clearly a retool of another Shinobi, especially if you look at the belt.
It's super shredder.
It's a super shredder. So then, yeah, like it ends with episode 2 ends with like Rainbow Snake just using.
He
Wait,
uses
wait, wait.
he uses this barrier on them.
Wait, that was Rainbow Snake? I thought that was Evox from Beast Morphers.
But yeah, he uses this barrier on them that's made of darkness, and there's this plot point about how the light element jutsu is too advanced for any of them. So he remembers this fucking science lesson that he got from his sister earlier, where if you combine fire and ice in just the right way, it gives off light. So they combine Shinobi's fire jutsu with Hatari's ice jutsu to create light it's strong enough to break the barrier.
That's random, but okay.
And I just
that just create mist?
right?
I don't know science.
But the funny
fire
thing
and
is,
ice
like,
makes mist.
after it, like, breaks open the barrier, you just see Shinobi standing there, like, way too bright. And for a second, I'm just like, I have become one with the light now.
Go
This is
into
my
the light.
this is my super form.
Bad wolf.
This is my voice. So yeah, so then episode 3, freaking
Episode 3. Shinobi and Hatari fight.
There's this whole there's this whole part in the first half of the third episode about how they both get their henshin gourds stolen, but then Rentaro does the very specific hidden leaf pile double recovery jutsu. which just consists of him jumping out of a pile of leaves and yoinking the henshin gourds from Rainbow Snake's hands. Very specific jutsu.
Mhm.
And Ichi, like, Rintaro is untransformed, but he's got a hood over his face, and Ichi is apparently so fucking stupid that he doesn't recognize that it's Rintaro from his clothes.
Oh my fucking god, it's so dumb.
I mean, let's think about that. This is a ninja society. You gotta imagine a lot of people will have very similar clothes. He should have recognized his eyes and his voice. That's why he's stupid.
Yeah, no, this is why I fucking hated him. Like, he was so dumb.
I also like how, like, the whole science lesson that he flashbacks to about the whole fire plus ice equals light thing. During the flashback, Iroha makes a comment about, oh, if we use this, we can save on our electric bill. But she still gives him shit in the first episode about not paying their electric bill.
Is a potato clock.
Kind of.
It's a potato clock.
Pretty close. Yeah, so they break out of the barrier, and then they do their finishing attacks, and Hatari does what I can only refer to as Bees Kick!
Oh my god.
He jumps up, turns into a freaking swarm of bees, and then turns back into himself to land the
They were
kick.
Yeah, I can
hornets.
officially say that my guy that I'm talking about does not, while he is themed around wasps, did not have the ability to turn into wasps and kick somebody.
Bees!
He does have the ability to turn his bike into a wasp-themed bike, but
More bees? Okay.
I think
The
a large
situation
amount
has
of
been-
bees would
this-
solve
The
this.
situation has been made worse by the application of yet more bees!
Dr. Bees is never not funny, and I
Right.
don't know why.
Paul just showed
It's
up.
not.
Whoa,
I
bees.
I heard my cue!
Why it's funny. There's no reason that it's funny, but it's funny.
Whoa. Why did you fill this magazine with nothing but bees?
So they defeat
Sample the planet.
They defeat Rainbow Snake, or maybe not, but Dragon Dude anyways. And as he's untransformed, they talk to him about why he wanted Iroha, and apparently this dude also wanted to bone his sister. I wanted to... Ugh.
You were speechless.
I was just... Ugh. Everyone in the show wants to bang Iroha!
Man,
Oh my god!
Man,
So
story of my
so
life.
it's hilarious that like after like they defeat him or whatever like that or whatever, he just fucks off.
And yeah, it's weird because this is a very much older man.
I'll carve your heart out later.
No, the joke is like, oh, you held back, you didn't kill me like ninjas are supposed to do. Well, you weren't trying to kill her, so I decided not to kill you. Well, yeah, because I wanted to date her.
No,
In exchange for not killing me, I'll rip your heart out later. Fucking excuse me?
first off,
Haha!
if you wanted to be a real ninja, you'd commit seppuku.
Yeah, fucker.
So yeah, so then
Die
like
with honor.
Rintaro saves Iroha, and it's like
Dishonor!
oh yeah,
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your dragon!
so it's like oh the tournament's over or whatever like that because they couldn't find the scroll. Oh yeah, I have the scroll. Oh
Yeah, Iroha yoinked one of the other prizes.
So the prize that they got was a year's worth of rice.
How long is that actually gonna last?
2 months.
Yeah. So then, so they go home, and then, like, Ichi shows up, and he's just like, oh my god, Rentaro, you gotta help me, we stole your sister! And then you just hear her, and he's like...
Here we
Oh,
go again.
Okay, Blaze points out that it wasn't a dragon, it was a snake that he used to transform. So maybe that was Rainbow Snake?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Bees?
So, yeah, and then just, like, Shinobi's like, yeah, or, like, your husband,
Oh,
yeah,
he was a minion. I thought he was a little underwhelming to be the master villain.
Oh, okay.
So it was just a snake-themed minion ninja.
You know
Oh.
what this is reminding me of now? Episode 18 of Deca Ranger. Even though it involved a samurai.
Specific as fuck.
Yeah, Samurai Go West, where there was this monster, like this alien that crash landed on Earth back in the feudal times. So like, it's like, how do we take care of this monster? It's like he won't leave the planet because he has so much honor. Alright, I know what we'll do.
You'll bring honor to us
And,
all.
and like this is what they do. They like, I don't remember how they do it. They either like blindfold him or like they bring him to like a certain location. They bring him to a movie set of feudal Japan.
Is it that one Edo set everyone uses?
Yeah, which is freaking like they're all dressed up in like feudal clothing. It's like, all right, I challenge you to a sword match, and if I win, you have to leave the planet. And the funniest thing, Power Rangers SPD freaking adapted that episode in which they actually go to Japan.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. That Ranger was amazing.
The villain died on the way back to his home planet. Bloop, 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 bloop.
So yeah, so that was pretty much it, and just the show was a mixed bag. Like I didn't hate it, but it was weird.
What really?
It took so many turns I wasn't expecting.
One line that Rentaro says towards the end that really made me question things was like as they're about to go in and have dinner, he just looks up at the stars and says that he'll protect Iroha until she turns 18.
Then
Excuse me? Then she's kicked out!
Then she's on her fucking own.
Then everyone can fuck her and I don't care. Like, why? Why specifically 18?
Because that's like the legal adult age. Like it's the legal age where you are responsible for your own, I
guess it just seems so heavy-handed, even though it's not. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, as the episode ends, we see the frog sensei take his human form so we can eat rice, and also we get a really interestingly animated scene where we see what would have been the other Kamen Riders in this series if it would happen. And you know what I think is going on? Because it's the rainbow is such a thing here, and we have an orange and a purple / indigo rider. I think that what Shinobi was aiming for is that there would have been a ninja rider for every color of the rainbow. And I'm really, really fucking sad that we won't get to see them because they look awesome.
Yeah.
Which I'll have to definitely watch this during the week.
Oh yeah, if you can fit an hour in, absolutely watch it.
Oh yeah, I'll probably watch it on Monday while Ultra Ranger's rendering. But speaking of multiple riders, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger, we are talking about the second Rider Time special, in which I am so excited for it.
Of course you are.
We are talking about, of course, the Kamen Rider Ryuki specials.
I only watched the first 2 parts, but oh man.
I don't want to say it right now. But,
don't.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, next week's topic will be Rider Time Ryuki.
Oh yeah.
Episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah. So, as always, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
For listening, for watching, for liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing,
loving,
existing, breathing.
And just a reminder that the Kaiju Sentai Ultra Ranger 2-year anniversary live stream is happening May 16th, which is a Thursday.
That's right.
So be there.
Or else
we may have a special thing that will debut in that episode.
I love things.
So much to the point I didn't even tell Lane about it yet.
Uh-oh.
It's so special, I haven't even thought of it.
And Lane's just scared. He's like, oh no, what's Gar thinking?
Better fucking tell me or I'm gonna stab you right now, Bomba style.
Fired, aren't I? Just Lane, you become a pain in my ass. I can't do this with you anymore.
You always talk over me.
You become a lane in my ass, but that's really bad.
Wow.
No. Well, for starters, you talk over me. You always start off the show. Where else?
You're always right.
You're always right. You buy more figures than me on the show.
You hate Birdon.
You hate Bird. What's wrong with Birdon?
Birdon's fucking
more like
horrible piece of garbage.
More like Bird off.
What's wrong with Birdon?
It has balls.
He has balls on his chin.
You like that?
Thank God you don't.
Oh yeah. You like SSSS Gridman? What the fuck?
You also like SSSS Gridman.
That's because it's SSSS tier.
You love that final episode as much as I did.
Yeah, I also did like that episode.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Rider out.
Dun-dun-dun.
Thank you for listening.